A plan to protect assets from divorce could be the single most important piece of financial planning for wealthy individuals. With divorce rates running at more than 50% and divorce settlements reaching absurd levels, it's worth thinking about a plan to protect assets from divorce. If you're a high net worth person, the best advice is don't get married. Marriage is a contract that involves serious financial liabilities. You can make other living arrangements that don't involve a financial liability. Here are 5 ways to protect your assets from divorce. Choose the jurisdiction where you're going to live carefully to protect assets from divorce. If you must marry, then consider carefully where you get married and which country you will live in. Anyone with assets should avoid getting married in a jurisdiction like the UK. The UK is known as being very generous to ex-wives. Many foreign women go jurisdiction shopping to get the highest possible settlement in a divorce and choose London. They do this because they are almost guaranteed to get at least 50% of the husband's assets and the power from the British courts to go around the world seizing assets. Some jurisdictions make divorce very easy. Divorce in Haiti and the Dominican Republic is simple. You can get a divorce in the Dominican Republic simply by placing a notice in the newspaper. You could get divorced without telling your wife in some jurisdictions. Get a prenuptial agreement. Prenuptial agreements, where you set out in advance how any marital assets will be split on divorce, are common amongst high net worth people. While prenuptial agreements are far from perfect, they are one tool to protect assets from divorce. Make sure you own nothing. The best strategy if you're facing a divorce can be the most simple. Make sure that you're poor. Not only poor, but poor and in debt. You can plan an offshore structure with this in mind. If you gift all your assets to an overseas foundation, you don't own them anymore. You can also make sure that you have substantial debt owed to overseas entities. You can go in front of the divorce judge and legitimately claim that you have no assets and are millions in debt. Move assets a long time before divorce is contemplated. The best time to switch assets from your own name to a new legal structure is before the marriage takes place. If you own no assets before you get married, there won't be any matrimonial property to split when you get divorced. Consider using a trust to protect assets in divorce. If you're already married, you should start transferring assets to your offshore structure years before any divorce. If you suddenly transfer millions of dollars in assets immediately before divorce papers are filed, this is likely to be challenged in court. Best to transfer assets gradually over a period of years and make sure that everything is explainable if it ever needs to be. There should always be good reason to transfer assets. They can be transferred to a charitable foundation or to a trust for the benefit of your children or grandchildren. Of course, you will retain control of everything for the rest of your life, but you'll legally own nothing. Bulletproof asset protection is the ultimate guide to keeping your assets safe. This report outlines the latest strategies in detail to protect your assets from divorce and other hostile adversaries. You can make your assets so safe and secure that not even the most hostile and well-funded adversary will ever be able to touch them. Follow the link in the description to find out more.